Imagine this, a packed training arena under the harsh Nevada sun, dust swirling like smoke, and in the center stands a lone woman in mismatched gear, her ponytail fraying, her face already streaked with sweat and someone else's blood. The loudspeakers crackle. Next up, Specialist Riley Quinn, call sign Deadweight. The laughter from the stands is instant, brutal, the kind that slices deeper than any blade. 200 of the most elite operators in the country, men who've bled in places the public will never know, howling at the idea that this quiet 5'6" intel analyst is about to step onto their kill floor. 45 seconds, they said. 45 seconds is all she's allowed to last against the infamous Alpha Team, 6 apex predators who've ended careers for fun. The timer starts. And in those 45 seconds, Riley Quinn doesn't just survive. She dismantles them one by one until the laughter dies in every throat, and the only sound left is the wind and the soft thud of bodies hitting sand. Hey, if you love stories where the underdog flips the script and silences every doubter, hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss one. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for what happens next. Riley wasn't supposed to be here. 2 years earlier, she was just another voice on the radio, the girl in the windowless room who fed coordinates to the real warriors. She was good, scary good, the kind of good that made operators ask, who the hell is Sage 3 on night ops? But good at pushing data doesn't mean good at pulling triggers. At least that's what Alpha Team decided the first time they met her in the chow hall. Captain Jake Reaper Harlan, 6'4" of ego and scar tissue, leaned over her tray and smirked. Careful, Deadweight don't want you to break a nail typing us into the right grid square. The table exploded. Riley just looked up, gave the smallest smile, and went back to her coffee. That smile stayed with her, quiet, polite, and absolutely lethal. Fast forward to selection week for the most classified counter-terror unit on the planet. 1 slot left. Command threw a curveball. Every candidate, no matter their job code, had to run the gauntlet. A live-fire, no-rules crucible against Alpha Team itself. They expected Riley to wash out in the first 10 minutes of day 1. She didn't. She ghosted through every evolution, never the fastest, never the strongest, but always exactly where the enemy didn't look. By day 4, the jokes turned nervous. By day 5, Alpha Team wasn't laughing anymore. They were angry, and angry men make mistakes. The final test was simple and savage, 1 versus 6 in the kill house, paint rounds, 45 seconds on the clock. If the lone candidate was still standing when time hit 0, they earned the slot. No one ever had. Alpha Team entered the house cocky, radios crackling with trash talk. Try not to cry when we light you up, sweetheart. Riley stepped in last, wearing borrowed plate armor 2 sizes too big, her rifle slung loose like she forgot it was there. The buzzer screamed. Second one, Harlan kicks in the breech door, leading with arrogance. He never sees the tripwire she set 30 seconds before the evolution even started, back when they were all still patting each other on the back outside. A flashbang on a pulley drops from the ceiling, perfectly timed. He stumbles blind. Riley is already gone. Second 5, 2 operators sweep the hallway, moving like gods, until the lights cut. Total darkness. They flip to night vision, but Riley's wearing a borrowed pair she deliberately scratched the lenses on hours earlier. Their goggles flare white from the IR flood she rigged under a table. While they're clawing at their optics, she slides past them like smoke, tagging both center mass with suppressed shots they never hear. Second 12, the sniper on the catwalk, lines up what he thinks is her heat signature behind a ballistic shield. It's her jacket on a rolling chair. By the time he realizes, she's behind him, pressing a training knife to his throat and whispering, "Bang, you're dead," before shoving him over the railing into crash pads 15 feet below. Second 20, Harlan's shaking the flashbang off, screaming orders into a dead radio. Riley cut the repeaters an hour ago. He rounds a corner and finally sees her. For one heartbeat, they lock eyes. His are pure rage. Hers are calm, almost sad. He raises his rifle. She doesn't. She just flicks a small black cylinder across the floor. He looks down. It's the pin from the smoke grenade now hissing at his feet. The room fills with choking white. 3 shots ring out. Chest, helmet. Harlan drops. Second 35, the last man standing, Sergeant Priest Moreno, the quiet one who never joined the mocking, backs into the final room praying she's out of ammo. She isn't. But she doesn't shoot. She steps into the light, lowers her weapon, and says, "Time's almost up. You can surrender or you can lose conscious. Your choice." Priest hesitates 1 second too long. Riley moves like water. Disarm, sweep, elbow to the temple. He's down before the echo fades. Second 45, the buzzer sounds. The kill house lights snap on, harsh and unforgiving. 6 bodies in the dirt. 1 woman standing in the middle, breathing steady, not a single paint splash on her. The observation deck is silent. You could hear a pin drop in the desert outside. Then someone starts clapping. Slow, deliberate. It's the 2-star general running selection. Within seconds, the entire gallery is on its feet. Riley looks up at the glass, finds Harlan sitting against the wall holding his bruised ego, and finally lets that small, polite smile return. She mouths 2 words no microphone catches, but every operator reads her lips clear as day. Coordinates correct? The slot was hers. Alpha Team never called her Deadweight again. They started calling her Sage 1, and when they said it, their voices dropped half an octave out of respect, maybe even fear. Riley Quinn didn't need revenge. She just needed 45 seconds to remind the world that the quiet ones in the back room are often the most dangerous ones on the battlefield. And that's the story of the day the useless intel girl erased every doubt, every laugh, every smirk in under a minute. Sometimes the deadliest weapon isn't the one you see coming. Sometimes it's the one you never bothered to see at all. So tell me in the comments, from which part of the country are you watching this video right now? Drop your state, your city, wherever you're holding it down, because I read every single one and I want to know where the real ones are. See you in the next one.